Have you ever started learning something entirely new, like, say, a new language, and after just a few days, you feel so completely overwhelmed, so frustrated, that you're just ready to throw your notebook away and completely give up?
Oh man, yes. I mean, we have all been there, right?
Totally. You buy the new pens, you download the language app, you are so excited on day one, but then by day 14, you look at a simple English sentence, and your brain just goes, nope, I am done.
It physically hurts, like your brain literally feels tired.
Exactly. And that is exactly why we are here today. Welcome to today's deep dive. We are looking at this really amazing conversational guide today, and it is called The Resilience Roadmap: Consistency in Language and Life.
It is such a good read.
It really is. It features this dialogue between two guides, Aman and Ria, and they talk all about this emotional roller coaster of learning English. But our mission today is to dig into their main message, which is simply don't give up.
Right, because their advice is about language, sure. But honestly, it is a blueprint for literally any big challenge in life.
Definitely. But,
Like, if I touch a hot stove, it burns my hand, right? My brain says, ouch, don't ever do that again. So if trying to speak English makes me feel embarrassed or stupid, why should I keep touching that hot stove? Why not just stop?
that is such a fair question, and it is exactly how our brains are wired. But here is the counterargument from the text. Mistakes actually help us learn. If everything was super easy from day one, we would never, ever improve.
Oh, I see.
Right. The pain of making a mistake isn't a red light telling you to stop. It is more like the friction you need to build a muscle.
Oh, I like that. It reminds me of playing a video game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, think about it. If you play a game and there are no difficult levels, and you just easily defeat every boss without even trying, you are not really playing a game.
You are just watching a movie at that point.
Exactly. It gets boring.
Yeah.
The struggle, the failing, and having to restart the level, that is exactly what makes the game fun and worth playing. That is so true. And Aman and Ria talk about this specific struggle for English learners. Learners often hit this wall where they think, my English is just not improving.
Yes. The dreaded plateau.
Right. And because progress feels so terribly slow, they just stop practicing entirely.
Which is so sad because it is just like going to the gym.
Oh, totally.
You go to the gym on Monday, you lift some heavy weights, your arms are shaking. Then you wake up on Tuesday and look in the mirror.
And nothing has changed.
Nothing. You do not have big muscles the next day. The progress is totally invisible at first. And that invisible progress is what kills our motivation.
It really does. But the roadmap gives a perfect antidote to this. They say consistency matters more than speed.
Consistency over speed.
Yes. It is not about how fast you are learning. It is about the rhythm of your learning. Aman and Ria give this amazing simple example. They say, just learn one new sentence daily.
Wait, really? Just one sentence?
Just one. It sounds too small, right? But
Yeah.
learning one sentence is still improvement.
It is a micro step.
Exactly. It prevents you from feeling totally overwhelmed. If you try to memorize a whole dictionary, you will quit by day 3. But one sentence, anyone can do that. And over time, as Ria says, small steps create big results.
That makes a lot of sense. You just sneak the learning in before your brain gets scared of the hard work.
Ah, yes, you trick your own brain.
But, even if you are just doing one sentence a day, there are some days where you just feel exhausted.
Oh, for sure. Heavy days.
Right. And I love that this roadmap actually talks about this. They don't just say work hard every single day no matter what. They acknowledge those difficult days where you have zero motivation.
It is so empathetic. Ria has this golden rule in the text. She says, rest if you need to, but don't quit.
Rest, but don't quit. Those are two very different things, aren't they?
Completely different. Psychologically, they are opposites. When you quit, you are saying, I'm done forever. I am abandoning this goal.
The journey is over.
Right. But resting is just a temporary pause. You are just recharging your battery so you can keep going tomorrow.
I really love how they validate that because, in our culture, we sometimes feel so guilty for taking a break.
Oh, the guilt is huge.
We think resting means we are lazy, but the source treats rest as a tool for success. It is not a symptom of failure. Like, if you are making soft rotis and the dough is getting too tough, sometimes you just need to let the dough rest for 10 minutes, right?
And that is perfect everyday example. You don't throw the dough in the dustbin, you just let it rest.
Exactly. Don't
Yeah.
throw the dough away, just take a break.
But then, even if you master resting, Ria points out another massive roadblock, and this one is really tough.
Whoa, what is it?
The comparison trap.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
The source explicitly warns us, don't compare your journey with others because some people improve really quickly and some improve slowly, and the text says both are completely okay.
Okay, I have to be honest here. I am going to challenge that a little bit.
Go for it.
It sounds nice to say don't compare. But we live in a world with social media, right? It is highly visible. It is competitive. How do you actually stop looking at your friend or your cousin who is learning English twice as fast as you?
It is really hard. It is human nature to look around.
Right. You see them speaking so smoothly, getting a great job, and you are still struggling with basic grammar. It is almost impossible not to compare.
I hear you. But the text gives a really solid answer to this. It says, everyone learns differently. When you compare yourself to your cousin, you are comparing your middle to their end.
Oh, that is a good way to put it.
Or you are ignoring the starting line entirely. Maybe
Yeah.
they went to an English medium school as a kid and you didn't.
Right. They have a completely different background.
Exactly. Comparing your progress to theirs creates a totally false reality. The only valid metric for progress, the only real way to measure it, is your own previous baseline.
You mean comparing myself today to myself yesterday?
Yes. Are you a little better today than you were last week? That is the only question that matters.
I really like that. It takes the pressure off. But practically speaking, how do we keep ourselves motivated when we are having one of those bad days?
Well, the text actually gives us the specific vocabulary for motivation.
Like actual phrases to say.
Yes, things like, keep going, you can do this, never stop trying, hard times don't last forever, and good things take time.
Okay, I am going to be the skeptic again.
Haha, I knew you would.
I mean, come on. Those sound like, those good morning messages your uncle forwards you on WhatsApp.
Oh, totally. They sound like complete cliches.
Right. When I am sitting there really struggling to understand an English paragraph and I feel totally stupid, repeating good things take time just feels, well, fake.
On the surface, yes. But Aman and Ria explain that they have personally wanted to quit learning new skills many times, and they use these phrases
So why do they actually work?
because they act as mental lifelines. It is a psychological tool called cognitive reframing.
Cognitive reframing. Tell me more about that.
When you struggle, your brain starts panicking. You start thinking, I am terrible at this. I will never learn. That negative thinking actually creates stress in your brain.
And stress makes it even harder to learn.
Exactly. It shuts down your learning ability. So repeating a phrase like hard times don't last forever isn't about magical positive thinking. It is a way to tell your brain to calm down.
Oh. It's like a stop sign for the negative thoughts.
Yes. It helps you weather the difficult moments. Ria realizes that most success comes right after the most difficult moments. So these simple phrases just keep you in the game until the success arrives.
Wow, so it is really about just surviving the bad day.
Which brings us to the most emotional part of the whole source material. They actually redefine what it means to be strong.
Redefining strength. How so?
Well, Ria points out that sometimes people are much stronger than they think, and Aman adds this really profound insight. He says that even just surviving difficult days is a form of strength.
Just surviving.
Just surviving. We usually think of strength as immediate victory, right?
Right, like lifting the heaviest weight or speaking perfectly with zero mistakes.
Yes, flawless execution. But here, strength is redefined as mere persistence. Even if you are moving slow, if you are moving forward, you are strong.
I think that is so beautiful. You open your English book, you try to read, you get confused, you feel frustrated, but you don't throw the book away. You survive the day. That is a win.
It is a huge win. It is a total rejection of perfectionism.
And perfectionism really is the enemy, isn't it?
It is. The text concludes with this amazing takeaway. You don't need perfect English, just consistency.
Letting go of the demand for perfection is the exact thing that allows you to be consistent.
Yeah,
If you don't have to be perfect, it is much easier to just show up.
exactly.
Since we want this to feel really conversational and fun, let's play a quick little game based on the audience practice section from the text.
Oh, I love games. Let's do it.
I'm going to ask you some rapid-fire questions, and I want you to answer honestly. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, question 1. What was a time you felt like completely giving up on something new?
Oh, easy. When I tried to learn how to edit videos, the software looked like an airplane dashboard. I literally closed my laptop and walked away for a week.
An airplane dashboard. That is so relatable. Okay, question 2. How do you stay positive when you hit that wall?
Honestly, I just tell myself, I am allowed to be bad at this today. I use that micro step we talked about. I just learn one small button on the software instead of the whole thing.
I love that. I'm allowed to be bad at this today.
And what about you? What actually motivates you when things get hard?
For me, it is remembering why I started. Like if I am trying to get fit, I remember I want to be healthy for my family. If you are learning English, maybe it is for a better job or just to feel more confident. Remembering the why is huge.
That is so true.
And honestly, we want to turn these exact questions over to you, the listener.
Yes, we want you to think about this.
Think about your own journey. What motivates you? When did you feel like giving up? And how do you keep yourself going?
Because applying these ideas to your own life is where the real magic happens.
Absolutely. So let's just do a simple recap of the incredible roadmap Aman and Ria gave us today.
First, we dismantled the illusion of easy success. Everyone struggles, even the experts.
Right. And second, we talked about embracing the micro steps. Slow progress is still progress. Just learn one single sentence a day.
Third, choose rest over quitting. If you are having a heavy day, take a break, but do not abandon your goal.
Fourth, reject the comparison trap. Your journey is yours alone. Don't compare your day 2 to someone else's day 200.
And finally, realize that simply surviving the struggle is its own form of strength. You do not need perfect English, you just need consistency.
Such a powerful blueprint. And before we go, I want to leave you with one final, slightly provocative thought to chew on.
Ooh, what is it?
Well, based on everything we talked about today, if consistency is the true measure of success, rather than immediate perfection, what is one small sentence or tiny habit you've been completely avoiding because you were afraid of not being instantly good at it?
Oh, wow. That is a deep question.
Right. What if the frustration you are trying so hard to avoid is exactly the friction you need to finally grow?
That is something to really think about today.
Definitely. So don't run for the friction, guys.
Yeah.
Face it, take a micro step, and just keep going. Thanks for hanging out with us today, and we will catch you on the next deep dive.